Problem statement. Use the switch function to convert the weekday number to name of the day. Now using the switch function, your expression will be evaluated against a list of values and one of the multiple possible results will be returned. Let us look into an example to understand this better. I'll go to the sales table. You can see that in one of our examples we had converted the date into day number which corresponds to a day in the week. So 5 here means that it is a Friday. Now what we'll do is we will use this column, the day number column, which has entries from 1 to 7, and use the switch function to convert these numbers into name of the days. So let us see how we can do that. I'll add a new calculated column. And I'll call this column day name. And the function that I'll use is switch. Now what switch function does is, it returns different results for different values to which your expression has been evaluated. Now let us look into the switch function. The first argument is expression, which is nothing but the column that we want to evaluate. And here the column is day number from the sales table. So sales day number, comma. Now we have to list the expected values and what the corresponding results should be. That is, if the value in the day number column is 1, so that will be value 1, comma, the result should be Monday. So here what we are doing is nothing but listing down all the possible values that we could get when we evaluate the day number column. And we know the possible outcomes will be in the numbers from 1 to 7 and nothing other than that. And we also know for each number what output should be displayed. So we have to define one by one the value and result pair. So if the value is 1, the result should be Monday, comma. Now we will go to the second value, which is 2. And in that case, the result should be Tuesday, comma, 3, Wednesday, comma, 4, Thursday, okay, so here you see a red line because I did a mistake. Instead of a comma, I put a full stop by mistake. So do keep your eyes open for such warnings, as you can immediately fix those. Now again, comma, next value is 5, comma, and the result will be Friday, comma, 6, Saturday, 7, Sunday. Now you can see that there is a last parameter to this switch, which is else. Now when you use a switch function, there is a set of values that you expect the switch function to evaluate. But what if there is an exception and there comes a value which is out of your scope? So for all those values which are not in your list, to define a result for that, you use the else block. Now in our case, we know we will not get any other value apart from 1 to 7. We can skip the else, but just for the sake of demo, we can define the output to be shown in case there happens an exception. So for example, I can say wrong entry or something like that. I'll close the bracket and hit enter. So you can see over here that we have days of the week listed as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Sunday based on the day number. But since we do not have any numbers other than 1 to 7, the else block is technically not required, and that is the reason we did not get any result as wrong entry. So let us do some random checks. So 5, it's Friday, then 3 is Wednesday, and if we check 1, that is Monday. So we have successfully used the switch function to convert the day number into day name. In this section, we learnt how to use the following logical functions. If checks a condition if it's true or false and returns the value accordingly. Nested if, one if inside another to check multiple conditions. And function checks if all the arguments provided are true. Or function checks if at least one of the arguments provided is true. And switch evaluates an expression against a list of values and returns one of many possible results.